VOSD is live. Welcome. Brand new. Let me see. I got my microphone a little bit away from me here. Let me get it closer. Get the microphone closer here. Microphone might be closer to me. All right. Let's see. All right. All right, my mic a little away from me here. So, all right, guys, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a brand new edition of VOSD, SINOE County Premier Platform, where we give you the latest regarding the politics, the economics, and everything of SINOE County. Please share the link for us. Don't hesitate to share the link. Subscribe to our YouTube page. Madison Freeman is my name on YouTube. Subscribe. Don't hesitate. So every time we go live, you want to get the notification on from your end there. So please subscribe. All right, I will be right back. I'm going to be sharing the video here. Please share as well. Don't hesitate. Don't it shouldn't be a difficult thing. Share on your timeline so your friends can see what is obtaining. All right, let's see. Let me get you an entertainment here. I will be right back. Let me see. Let me get us a music. All right, let's see. Let me see. I want to play the music here for us.
Let's play. Also, Scombi. Okay, you know. Abdicates. Yahweh, let's play. Yahweh. Yo, my Kuroko, Mama, Yahweh, let's play. Yahweh, yo. Yahweh, let's play. Yahweh. Monswana. Yo, my Kuroko, Mama, Yahweh. I'm with the club. Ukorogo. Ojeyo, Papa, Ojeyo. Yahweh, Yahweh, Suwate. Ojeyo, Dibarwana, Ojeyo. Yahweh, Yahweh, Suwate. Ojeyo, Nefe, Ojeyo. Yahweh, Yahweh, Suwate. Say what good you got in your bar, Yahweh, Yahweh, Suwate. And that man, the one, the politician of the day, Mama, Yahweh, Yahweh, Suwate. Yahweh, Yahweh, me fia fia quoi. Non te sois. On va pas m'aider. Citron Apollinaire. Léopold Guanou. Quand ça y va, mon papa. Mon lui, me fia des pas. Le gouverneur, J.K. Claude, Poé Michel, en la guerre de toute puissance. On s'en servit, notre askengo, nous l'éclair, à Tiobi, mon kelete, à Sengwemao, n'appelle souvent, Yahweh, n'appelle souvent, à si on y a fait, à si c'est pas nous. On s'en se bio, à mettre fait, on va mon gay, nous ne connaissons pas. Yahweh, 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 yo, Papa, yo, Yahweh, Yahweh, yo, Yahweh,
All right, share the link, guys. Share the link for us. Let me see. I want to change that music, get something different for us. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Voices SINOE in the diaspora. We're esoteric here. Please share the link for us. I want to play one more song. We'll come back. We're going to start the show for you. Again, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube page. It's a beautiful show coming your way from Prosper Park, Pennsylvania. And I'll be right back, okay?
Hey, Mr. Pastor, make it quick. Let me kiss my bra. Fico, my sweet apple.
Yeah, baby.
I want to let you know I'm so grateful for your love and support. Sit down in a chat that you the rose together forever till we go for your love. Down the devil make us go solo. That you my wife come with us to go solo. Achalebe oh, achalebe oh. That me getting married oh. That me getting married That me getting married, oh.
Baby, I love
That
you.
me getting married, ah.
Let's get married.
Oh, Bakia, man, I'm a siya banana. Oh, Bakia, man, I'm a siya banana. Imanyalia in a way. Imanyalia in a way. I can't wait to say I do.
I do,
I
I
do.
do,
Can't wait to say I do.
I do,
I do. Hey, Mr. Pastor, make a quick. Let me kiss my bra. Make a quick.
yeah, baby.
Let me kiss my bra. Achalele, oh. That me getting married, oh. That me getting married, ah.
Baby, I wanna marry
That
you.
me getting married, oh.
Baby, I
That
love
me
you.
getting married, ah.
Let's get married.
Siolele, siolele. Siolele, siolele. Sunshine, river shooting, oh. Sunshine, river shooting, oh. The welling ring come from LIB, oh. The welling dress come from Waterside, oh. The welling shoes come from Rilla, oh. Batty, oh, batty. Batty, oh, batty. Zekwe. The bride and groom, Zekwe. Oh, say. Achalele, oh. Achalele, oh.
Yeah, baby.
That me getting married, oh. That me getting married, ah.
Baby, I wanna marry
That
you.
me getting married, oh.
Baby, I
That
love
me
you.
getting married, ah. Achalele, oh. Achalele, oh.
Yeah, baby.
That me getting married, oh. That me getting married, ah.
Baby, I wanna
That
marry
me
you.
getting married, oh.
Baby, I
That
love
me
you.
getting married, ah. Achalele, oh. Achalele, oh.
Yeah, baby.
That me getting married, oh. That me getting married, ah.
Baby, I wanna
That
marry
me
you.
getting married, oh.
Baby, I
That
love
me
you.
getting married, ah.
Let's get married. Yeah, baby.
Yeah. That you getting married? Yeah, that me getting married. The towers, you know what I mean? All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a brand new edition of Voices SINOE. In the diaspora with Esoteric. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, good night, wherever you are all around the world. We want to say we are happy always to be here to talk to you. It is always our privilege, our distinguished honor to talk about things that are happening within the diaspora and Liberia, SINOE County, and periodically do national politics. But I normally have the mantra: if your house is not in order, you cannot go someplace else. And so my goal is to get SINOE County in order, to get the SINOE County, both for communities, both in Liberia and in the diaspora, in order. And so once my houses are together, both back home and here, and the national edifice is for all, also sometime here and there when something catches my attention, I will talk about it. And so again, welcome aboard. I'm glad to have you here. Please do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube page. Madison, from I imagine the plenty followers I get, the plenty citizens of SINOE County. If you guys would just go and subscribe, every time I upload new videos on YouTube, I don't put all the videos out on Facebook. Imagine all the citizens you subscribe to that page of my many followers. That would be great. On Facebook, I got like 5,000 friends. So when all of you can go on YouTube and subscribe, that would be great. You'll go there, Madison Freeman, and you subscribe. Also, you want me to bring the information to you, which I do not mind to share with you. But you do not share the show too. And that's with few persons here and there. I appreciate those of you that can share the show. Yeah, but a lot of you just want to listen, but you don't want to share it. How difficult is it to share? All you have to do, hit the share button. I'm not saying share in different groups. Share it on your page. And that's it. That's all you have to do. But all the guys, some of you, all my own, like people that are close so I can go on their page. I don't see one of the videos on it. I don't know, they're shy, they're afraid to share the video. I don't know what the deal is. But whatever the case is, welcome aboard. I appreciate you taking up your time to come and follow me. I really, really do appreciate you. I don't take your presence, you're following me for granted. I really do appreciate that. So all of you that are following right now, I don't see your names, but when you come in, I will recognize you. It's very important. I'm saying Milton Teahjay. How you doing, Milton? I wish you well on your medical treatment. You're a wonderful gentleman. I hope everything will go well. And I've seen Mr. Maya Mudbu is watching, one of my loyal followers. My man Nathaniel Gatti, so far, is the highest when it comes to sharing the video. Every time I go on his page, I will see the video shared there. Lloyd, you are not sharing. I will call you out. I just messing with you. But you don't share, you got to share. At least on your page. Maybe you can share in different groups. But sometimes I look on your pages and I don't see the show. So I want you guys to do that. All right. So Mr. Honorable James Panto, how you doing? Welcome aboard. Good morning. Please share the show on your page. All of you, I'm not seeing all of you that are following, but I want to say thank you and please make sure and subscribe to our YouTube page and share the video on YouTube or on Facebook. Thank you. All right, let's get into what we have today. Let's start the show. Let me start the show. All right, so we'll put that we have to do a little presentation so the stuff doesn't cover me up. So I just want to do a quick reminder. All right. So the reminder is that the USAA Delaware Valley chapter, all right, inaugural program and fundraiser is somewhere around the corner. All right. So we just wanted to remind you of this. I think it's the best program, the last greatest program before the new year. This will be the talk of the town. So after this, if you miss the program, then the next best program you get next year now. It's not in this year, especially when you are in the tri-state region, you are in Philadelphia. This is the program that you want to attend. USAA Delaware Valley Chapter President-elect Mayson Togba will be inaugurated, and the time frame is from the 9th to the 11th. You want to be part of the occasion. If you are in Philadelphia, if you are not here, we invite all of you to be part of the program. It will be wonderful. The Liberian Association of Pennsylvania, the president, Madam Siyande Kofa, will be the installation officer. The gentleman that will launch the program is Levi McCarvin, wonderful young man. You have Prince. It's other name is called, a lot of people call him now Richmond. Formerly he is called Political Jesus. The gentleman in the red on the flyer there, he will be the guest speaker. It will be a wonderful, fantastic program. And guess what? One of the best DJs in the tri-state region is called Tito Morgan. Tito Morgan will also be part of the program. He will be the MC for the occasion. And of course, the DJ Tony will make you dance all night. Okay, so mark your calendar. Make sure you come and be part of the program. On the flyer here, okay, the admission is just $20. $20, you can't beat it. $20 admission fee. That's for non-members. For the members, we have our payment. If you haven't defrayed, you haven't taken care of your obligation, please do so. We encourage all of you. All right, so be part of this great program. We urge all of you to be part of this wonderful program that is coming up. The proceeds generated will be used to honor the cause of our scholarship program, the National Administration. The president is also trying to build a brand new medical facility in SINOE County, all right, in the Sincon region. She announced that the other day. The scholarship program has been launched. The guys that worked on the website, they just published a link. If you go on the website, I shared the information the other day. Go there, the application form, if you want to be part of the program or the scholarship. All you have to do, go on our website, USAA website, and you just fill in the form, and it will go to the relevant authorities, and they will do the vetting. All right, so make use of that opportunity. All right, let's see. Watching you from Johnsonville Township. How are you doing, Christopher? Welcome aboard. All of you here, Maya Mandubu, how you doing, sir? Thank you. How you doing, my man Otello over there? Nathaniel Gate, following from Minnesota, Junior. All right, guys, please continue to share the show for us. Now let's get to the first thing that we want to talk about in this program today. All right, normally we'll start the show with birthday greetings. It's a wonderful thing, for somebody to celebrate an addition to his or her existence. And so I am the voice of the people of SINOE County. So I have the obligation when I see you celebrate your good day. You're doing something good. I will acknowledge that as well. So I want to say happy birthday greetings here for a second few people. If I don't call your name, it's not deliberate. That means I don't see you, or maybe we are not friends. If you want me to do a shout out to you, and we are not friends on Facebook, just inbox me your image and just say something. Oh, please do a shout out, and I will do that for you. All right, so let's start with the bold memo here from USAA Red River Valley. That's North Dakota. Maya Tolly celebrated his birthday, and so we want to say happy birthday to Mr. Tolly. Great man, highly educated. He cares for the people. He is one of the guys that helping President Otello Colo to hold up the chapter over there in North Dakota. And so, Mr. Tolly, you want to say happy, joyous birthday to you. Now, in particular order, of course, I wanted to also do a shout out to the bishop, the social archbishop of Philadelphia. They call him Paul Nyenpan. Paul is the bishop of Philadelphia social, as the social bishop. Paul is doing a great job in the community. He's also part of the community soccer team. They organize activities in the community, try to make sure our young folks to stay out of trouble. So every time on the soccer field, they're organizing sporting activities, for people to get engaged and make sure the team in place. And since they have started, I haven't seen any commotion or confusion erupting on the soccer. So Paul, want to say happy birthday to you. He's a very young, friendly guy. All right, Paul, enjoy your birthday, man. That's a bishop. My cousin here, Charlotte Zarzar. Charlotte also celebrated her birthday, so we want to do a happy birthday. Shout out to Charlotte. We wish you many more years. The woman flying her job is she's a pilot, so she flying all over the place. From one country to another country. Is that pilot or flight attendant? One of those things. I don't know. Yeah, but I know she's going to aviation school. There's a video on YouTube right now where she alone flying a little jet, doing a practicum, if you like. So Charlotte, we want to say happy birthday to you. Wish you many more years and the best life has to offer. I also want to do a shout out to Eric Katie. Eric is young brother, SINOE County. He is in Liberia, doing good in school. Always been positive, even though politically I don't agree with him. with respect to the direction that our county should go in terms of district number 3. Yeah, Baba, he's a fine young man. I respect the young brother. He also engages the issues at time for discussion, and when he goes wrong, when you correct him, he apologized, and stuff of that nature. So we want to say, Eric, happy birthday to you. VOSD, want to wish you many more years. I'm the voice of the people, so I enjoy you guys. You're taking good care of yourself. That's pretty good. All right. We also want to do a shout out to Dr. Roland Clark. Dr. Roland Clark also is celebrating his birthday today. And so I want to say happy birthday to the honorable man. That's the big brother of the national president of USAA, Roland Clark, celebrating the birthday today. So we want to say happy birthday to you, sir. Wish you many more happy returns. All right, so these are the individuals I want to do a shout out to. If you're out there celebrating your big day, your new day, your biological day, we want to say happy birthday to you. All right, those are the shout out I got for you guys for today. Let me see. I want to depopulate to reduce the images on my screen here, so I don't make a mistake. All right, that's it. Those are the people that I have again for birthday shout out. Good morning. How you doing, Sid Diana? Welcome aboard. James, Manny, how you doing? Welcome aboard. I appreciate you guys. Let me put your comments up here too, so that people can see your comments. See, Sid Diana, always looking happy. That is good. All right. I'm monitoring you from my residence in my Gibby County. All right. I think I put Chris's statement out there earlier. All right, let's go to what I want to talk about. So this one, before I bring it up here, let's see what I got for you. I'll be right back. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Voice of SINOE. The breaking news we are getting from Liberia. Joe Nyenpan abdicates SADAA's position on a duress. Joe Nyenpan abdicates or resigns SADAA's position on a duress. All right, so that's the breaking news we are getting from Liberia. If you don't know, Joe Nyenpan is the gentleman right here. This is Joe Nyenpan. He is the chairman for the Wedjah people in Liberia. All right. And for whatever reason, Mr. Joe Nyenpan decided to join forces with the anarchists, the chaotic people in the United States. The former president of the USA, Mr. G. Cordio, who is anti-democracy, who wants to break the rules and become the law of the organization. He told his bookman Slebisney to write the Constitution, but because they are anti-law, so they decided to rip the Constitution apart. So as a result, the community is now fractured, broken apart everywhere. The prior confusion, the 7-year confusion that occurred in the USAA on the leadership of Khalid Jebele Foley between Jebele Group and Charles Kruji, it was only restricted to the United States. It didn't transcend the borders of the USA. But Mr. Gio is so entrenched. He loves confusion to the point where he went everywhere and can say he created chapters, those chapters are chapters of confusion from the United States and now all the way to Liberia. And so George Nyenpan is the chairman for the Wedjah people in Liberia. Without Mr. Nyenpan understanding what is going on in the community, but because of bodyism and cronyism and families and everything, you go together and put all the words out there. Because of that, the guys want to sacrifice the interests of the community. They want to go with friendship. I mean, it's good to have a friend. It's good to come from the same quarter, what have you. But when somebody and you are friends, and from the same quarter, from the same section, do not sacrifice justice. Do not brush justice aside because you are somebody from the same because you are friends. If the person is wrong, be man or woman enough to call the person out and say what you are doing is wrong. All right? But for whatever reason, some of us, we don't have that testicular fortitude, that courage to call people out, even if the person is your friend or is your family member. So the confusion, George Nyenpan, who is the leader of the SADAA people in Liberia, one of the major sections in Liberia, the Wedjah people, the man decided to be a secretary general for a breakaway group, a faction, a rebel group. And so the people of Wedjah, the noble people, the honorable people, the people of Wedjah that love justice, they said, no, sir, we respect you, and that is why we gave our position to you. You cannot adulterate, you cannot corrupt our office by supporting somebody who refused to feed us when countries around the world, they were feeding their citizens. And the SADAA people in America, they put together, they say, give 10,000 to the people. And the man refused. And George Nyenpan said, you know what? That my man there. The man that did not feed our people. The man that looted the organization for which the organization today, we are looking for money to give our children scholarship. $90,000 gone. We can't see anything. The man rather pay lawyers and those things that what he rather do. So Paul, George Nyenpan said, you know what? That's my man. I love this guy. So George Nyenpan decided to be the Secretary General of the SADAA divisionists in the Americas. All right? The people that divided the community. So now the Wedjah people said, no, sir. We will not sit here for you to be our chairman and you'll be a puppet of green. I will not allow you to do that. So the people exerted pressure on Paul or George Nyenpan. So when he said duress, it's the force, the pressure. The people were coming from all over the place and saying, no, this guy divided our community. And you can't be part of him when you are our chairman. So they gave Mr. Nyenpan options. And that option was dualistic. And it's in the form of the mantra of the former president of the United States, George Bush. You are either with us or against us. So they told George Nyenpan, they say you are either with the SADAA Dancers Association in the Americas or you are with us. Because we are not with you. So you either be with the people and you resign our position, or you resign our position and remain the chairman for us. And so Mr. George Nyenpan was caught between the scissors. He was caught. And so he was forced to resign. Now, here's the resignation communication from George Nyenpan. I'll read that for you. You know, we don't talk without the evidence. So let's read what George Nyenpan said when he resigned under the directs of the great Wedjah people. People don't joke. They will make you to resign when you are going wrong because they believe in justice. Let me see. Let me get to the communication from George Nyenpan. Resigning your position. All right. So this is what George Nyenpan said. As there are two communications, so I will read the first one, and I'll read the resignation letter itself. Okay. So he said here, the first one here, message to the Wedjah community over my affiliation with SADAA, home based. Okay, that's what he said. Message to the Wedjah community over my affiliation with SADAA, home based. Okay, so the man confirmed that he was affiliated with SADAA, the people that divided the community, right? So he said, my fellow Wedjah citizens, it is unfortunate that the first month of my stewardship, the first month, The people gave him opposition the first month. It is unfortunate that the first month of my stewardship is intensely overwhelmed with arguments and counter-arguments regarding my personal association with the home-based group of SADAA, USA. All right? So he said my first month of association with these dividers, you guys are putting fire on my back. I can't sleep. People are calling me from all over the globe. So he went on to say, let's go to the second paragraph. I think I voiced the thought and sentiments of all of us when I say associations and disassociations are not guaranteed by mere declarations. And so association or association or disassociation is not done by mere declaration. You have to be practical. You have to be position holder. You have to feel the conflict so that the people can know that you are really on board. So the man did not want to take the people position. He said, you know, I will be the secretary so that I can cause confusion in Liberia. Since Green and a group in America, they are causing more confusion. I will be here and divide the people in Liberia. So he said, I think I voiced the thought and sentiments of all of us. Not all of us, just you alone. You are not speaking for all of us. You are not speaking for all the people, the Wedjah people in Liberia, the SAPO people. No, you are speaking for you. When I say that associations and disassociations are not guaranteed by mere declarations, and must be totally free of compulsion, as it has to do with the conscience and inner conviction of the individual involved. All right. So the man had a conviction. His conscience told him that it was the right thing to do to be part of the confusion to divide the community. That's why his conscience told him. So he went on to say, it is on this basis that I was arranging a feasible space to have made my disagreement or disengagement a personal and independent decision. He went on and said, maintaining my stance, I was prepared to fiercely resist the argument of those elements with an already established position who are desperate to impose their will on us from the angles of mere ego and transferred aggression. All right? He said somebody imposing their will on him and doing transfer aggression. No. You are the one that taking the aggression, the division of Green Coach View, the corruption, and putting it among our people in Liberia. The people in Liberia, they have nothing to do with the confusion that Green created here in America. All right? Here, they have nothing to do with it. So you foisted the confusion, you took the aggression, the economic and social aggression of Green Coach View and foisted that on our people back home. And buying lapasu for our mothers to get in the street to celebrate confusion. All right? So nobody is doing transfer aggression on you. You were affecting the community. The people gave you the chairmanship position to lead them. And you neglected that, and you are fueling conflict in Liberia because you know how to read and write, you went to school. And this is how some people, they misuse their education. So not everyone that went to school in the interests of the people. Some people went to school to cause conflict, to create chaos, to steal from the people, to make the people poorer and poorer. That's what other people are doing. That's what they go to school for. Like in the case of Charles SADAA, for example, you use the education to bring war to the country. And so in the case of Joe Nyenpan and others in Green Coach View, they say, you know what, we'll use our education to divide the community. We'll cause conflict. That's what we do. So not everybody who is educated is in the interest of the people. So Joe Nyenpan went on to say, but for the sake of the other elements who remain impartially aloof in their involvement with the USAA and SADAA conflict, I am yielding to the demand for neutrality as their quest is solely on a basis of SAPO unity. All right? Because there are few elements. Let me read that again. Say, for the sake, he is not doing it willingly, right? It's for the sake of those people. The few elements. The man loves confusion. He said, but for the sake of the other elements. He didn't say for the sake of the unity of the SAPO people, for the economic growth of the people. He said, for the sake of the other elements who remain impartially aloof. There are certain people, they were not saying anything to him. They were quiet. They were just watching him to cause confusion. He said, because of those people, in their involvement with the USA, because those people, they are not part of the conflict, and USAA and SADAA, we don't have conflict. It's view that created a conflict. No, the man went wrong. He went against the Constitution, and the board and the executive, they took the appropriate action. Because the likes of George Nyenpan, and they don't want people to take action when somebody is wrong. When you are a leader, you should do anything and everything, anything that comes to your mind, just do it. And no action should be taken. So because the board and the executive of the USA, they took Green Court View to court, so that's a bad thing in the word of George Nyenpan. So for the sake of the other elements who remain impartially aloof in their involvement with the USA and SADAA conflict, I am yielding. I am giving up to the demand for neutrality. Okay, now he wants to be neutral, right? Neutrality as their quest is solely on the basis of SAPO unity. So those few elements, because of them, because those people love peace, and George Nyenpan does not love peace. So because of those people, he is yielding, he is agreeing with them. Personally, he is not in the interest of peace. It's because of those good people that he is changing his decision. Mr. Nyenpan went on to say, let it be noted that it is the former element that plunged the Wedjah platform into this quagmire of destruction just within the first 24 hours of my ascendancy. Okay, so Mr. Nyenpan is playing blame games right now. He's pointing finger at people. He is the leader for the Wedjah people in Liberia, but he decided to join a chaotic group without the consent of the people. Now the people started agitating in the chat room. Now he pointed finger at the people. All right, those people are the problem. It's not him that joined a rebel group without the people's consent. All right, now I say, let me read that again. Listen to him. Let it be noted that it is the former element that plunged the Wedjah platform into this quagmire. No, it's you, sir. It's not the people. The people only using their voice to tell you to do the right thing. They don't plunge the child room or the community into chaos. It's you. Your decision is what led to the people's action. Newton said, to every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. What you did is what precipitated the people's action. So he can't point finger at the people. You do the right thing for once. Let it be noted that it is the former element that plunged the Wedjah platform into this quagmire of destruction just within the first 24 hours of my ascendancy. When I have already vowed to relinquish the SADA's position. Why did you take it in the first place? You shouldn't have taken it. You should have consulted with the people first and get the harness their views, what they have to say, before you even make that unilateral decision. When you are a leader for people, you are not by yourself anymore. So you are obligated to the people, Mr. Nyenpan. You got to get that at the back of the head. When I have already vowed to relinquish the SADA's position after the induction in due course. Okay? He went on to say, regrettably though, with the current trend, it appears like the pressure, he used that word, right? Like the pressure was incited by the former elements. Okay, he's still playing blame games, right? even though it is because of his reckless action decision to join people that divided the community that the people are reacting to. But now those are the people that blame other people when they make blunder, right? So he wanted to say, let it be noted further that the apparent involvement in this matter has the propensity of Wedjah losing its relevance. No, your decision to join a people that ate the people money, it has the propensity to make the Wedjah community irrelevant because you are the leader. So when you join people that have tainted record, then you are reducing the relevance of the Wedjah people. Remember the logic of synecdoche. The part represents the whole and the whole represents the part. You are the head, therefore you represent the whole group. All right? And so stop playing the blame game. He said, let it be noted further that the apparent involvement in this matter has the propensity of Wedjah losing its relevance on the negation table. He meant to say negotiation, I think. Negation table should the Sapo Bale decides to reunite the two factions in the near future. There is no two faction here. Mr. Nyenpan is part of SADAA, Sapo Development Association in Liberia. If some elements decide to go the way, that's not two factions. We just have one. The people that decided to go away, they are the faction. And so you can say two factions, but because, again, the guys are pro-conflict, and so they will always see something wrong when you take action. They are pro-corruption, so when you go after corruption, there is a problem. So then they start everybody, oh, that faction. No, there's no faction here. In the Republic of Liberia, when few persons leave the country and decide to do something unusual, you can't call the country a faction. No, you can do that. So they're just throwing things around here just to make Green to feel good. All right. So he went on to say, this was the undesirable impression that I and others were fighting to contain before the outburst. Okay. He took side and he said he's trying to contain something. Having said this, I am pleased to announce to the people of Wedjah through this platform, after accusing them and calling them different names, oh, they're causing confusion and da. Now he pleased now. Having said that, I am pleased to announce to the people of Wedjah through this platform that I have already relinquished the position of secretary with SADAA, okay, our home base. This decision is free of any coercion, all right? That's why you say, brother, you can't, I mean, come on. You know, you just said you were pressure. But you say free of pressure. You were pressure, brother. You were coerced to leave the SADA's position. It's a fact. Whether you want to call it different name, but you were pressure. The people did not keep quiet. Had they kept quiet and you say, oh, I did it voluntarily. But because the forces were all over the place that you yourself admitted. And that's why you relinquished the position. So it's not because you had no pressure, you did it voluntarily. No, you did not. So he said, I'll read that again. Having said that, this, I'm pleased to announce to the people of Wedjah through this platform that have already relinquished the position of secretary with SADAA USA base, or SADAA base, or home base. This decision is free of any coercion or influence from any group or person. And I sincerely hope that others colleagues caught in similar web across the spectrum of the Sapo land will see reason to follow suit. So in other words, saying, okay, the people pressure me, I resign. And so the likes of Tote, who is the secretary for SADAA in Liberia and still serving Green Code in Liberia, you got to see reason to leave SADAA alone. All those that have connection with SADAA, the man that stole $90,000, that refused to give the $10,000, that took $7,000, and so on and so forth. The legacy of these people, they are not good. So I'm urging you now, I'm urging all of you that got connection with SADAA to sever, to break your ties with the guys. That's why you say here. He went on to say, may I also use this time to sincerely apologize to anyone who might have felt offended during the heated interchanges, okay? Because in the chat room, it was not easy. The man was defending the corruption of Green Coach View because Green Coach View gave him some of the $90,000. So he was fighting and fighting and fighting until the people pushing for him to resign. All right, so now he apologized and calling their names and pointing out them. Oh, these people, they are this, they are that. You know what I'm saying? They are this, they are that. They took side and nobody took side. He didn't want to side. All right. So let's go ahead. So he said, may I also use the platform to recognize the magnanimity of the following persons who were continually pleading for calm during the process of the heated exchanges. Okay. He is the chairman of the Wedjah people. He the one supposed to be advocating for calm, but he was in the heat of it. He was the champion of the confusion because he loves Green Coach View more than the Wedjah people. All right. Even though he said, oh, I did it voluntarily. But now he about to recognize people that exerted pressure on him. May I also use the platform to recognize the magnanimity of the following persons who were continually pleading. No, they were not pleading, they were exerting pressure on you. But that's a euphemistic language, right? Euphemistic language is the pleasant way of saying something unpleasant. So the man, I want to say the people pressure me or they pressurize me. So you say they were pleading with me. All right. That's professional jargon. Okay. Don't take that man. The man is telling you the people pressure him to leave the position. May I also use this platform to recognize the magnanimity of the following persons who were continually pleading for calm during the process of the heated exchanges. 1, Elder Tusua. 2, Elder Steve Togba, Mr. Augusta Raid, Mr. Augusta Raid, Mr. Mola Panto, Mr. Joshua Brown, Sister Marie Pine, Elder Jefferson, Tolu, and many others whose names I am unable to absorb. Fellow citizens, let us get back on track, okay? Wedjah demands the Wedjah people to build Wedjah. That's why you're supposed to be focusing on, and that's why the people gave you their mandate, and not for you to be secretary for a faction, for people that broke away, that went to Liberia, took all that money from there, did about one capable for our people. But then you say you broke man. You want to support the people. All right? You say, God bless Wedjah, God bless everybody. I am Joe S. Nyenpan, chairman of Wedjah Development Association. Thank you for your time. That's what you are. You say Development Association. Focus on the development of Wedjah and not as Confucianists and a fashionable group in Minnesota. All right? That's what you're supposed to be doing. All right, so here's the actual letter of resignation to SADAA home base. Okay, so the man he needed to submit a letter after saying all that plenty thing, right? He said, my letter of resignation to SADAA home base, senior coordinator. With compliments and best wishes, I am pleased to inform through you, the local board and the president of the SAPO Development Association in Americas. All right, so the guys went as far as establishing board in Liberia. That's how deep Joe Nyenpan divided our community. Something that has nothing to do with Liberia. It was strictly United States, but the man went as far as establishing board in Liberia just to divide the community. These guys are not good. They are not good people. They don't mean well for their own people. It is about division, division, and division. All right. So he said, with compliments and best wishes, I am pleased to inform through you, the local board and the president of the SAPO Development Association in the Americas, my resignation from the position of secretary for SADAA home-based. All right? This decision is prompted by the huge task associated with my recently attained position with the Wedjah community in the capacity of chairman. All right? He held a position before he took the factional group secretary position. All right. So I find you say, you know what, the Wedjah people let go away. I don't get time for you. Your chairmanship position is nothing. Being a puppet for Green is better than being the chairman for you guys. Their decision is prompted by the huge task. He was oblivious to the task first, all right? Associated with my recently attained position with the Wedjah community in the capacity of chairman. Quite frankly, as Secretary of SADAA home-based, one must be exclusively engaged with its demanding schedule of operations, because Green so exert pressure on you and say, John Nyenpan, go and do this right now. You know, the men are dictator, you can say please, right? John Nyenpan, leave the Wedjah people work now and go do my work. Go and divide, go canvas, go and divide the community, go and recruit and leave the development of Wedjah. Go and divide the people. So you say, quite friendly, as Secretary of SADAA home base, one must be exclusively engaged. Exclusive, right? It's not inclusive. So you exclusively focus on the activities, the division of SADAA. All right? That's why he's saying to be exclusively engaged with its demanding. Okay, he said demanding SADAA activities, they are demanding. Green is demanding. All right? Demanding schedule of operations, which I'm afraid who have run in constant conflict with activities of my new portfolio. Okay, so the conflict, so the pressure on element to leave, the pressure from Green Coach Rio, the pressure from the Wedjah people and the youth and different people that pressurizing him, people calling from the US and saying, man, leave the confusion that you are following. All right. So he said this resignation by no means represents my disassociation with SADAA. Okay. So he said, you know what? I resign, but I'm still with the confusion. All right. I am not going nowhere. I love confusion more than any other thing. So the fact that I resign, it doesn't mean I'm not part of SADAA. I'm still with Green Coach Rio. I love the corruption of the man. I love the confusion of the brother. I love the undemocratic principles of the man. The man doesn't like to go for election. No, those are things I like. I don't like competition. I don't like to be elected on merit. I hijack the people account. That's the kind of thing I like. So John Nyenpan say, I'm still with Green Coach Rio. Whether you're Wedjah people, you're lucky or not, I'm only resigning from the secretarial position. But I'm still with the confusion. I'm still with Green Coach Rio. Let me read it. I'm not the one. I just put it in context and explaining what John Nyenpan said. This resignation by no means represents my disassociation with SADAA, as the community of Wedjah is proud to remain an integral partner with any person or group that bears similar developmental aspirations like theirs. Okay, so the Wedjah people say the Wedjah people, they are for development, and Green Coach Rio is not for development, but they're trying to politicize the whole thing. If you ask George Nyenpan to name one project that SADAA has undertaken in Liberia, he will not tell you. Or better yet, ask George Nyenpan to name one project that SADAA has undertaken anywhere in the world. I'm saying any country in the world name one project. SADAA has not undertaken any project. The only project that I can think of is to loot the people's account, to divide the community. Those are the projects that I know of. But when it comes to giving students scholarship, the brother was giving money and everything, 12 students to be given scholarship. I'm talking about Green Coach Rio. He ate the money. And George Nyenpan lost that. I can go down the line and name things that they gave this guy power. And since you took over as president of SADAA, nothing, absolutely nothing he has done. So I challenge George Nyenpan to show me one project in the name of SADAA. I'm not talking about what the same criminal activities that took us to court here, that for which we took the men to court, that what they carried to Liberia, the projects, the buildings of the United Support Association, the guys, because they got criminal minds, and so they went and took the organization USAA name from the building and put their name there. All right? These guys have no accomplishment whatsoever. So George Nyenpan should not say any organization that has development mind like us. Green Rio doesn't have development mind. Nothing. It's about corruption. The convention they had in Minnesota, they said they raised 60,000. Do you see any project anywhere? No. The convention they just had in Iowa, do you see any project anywhere? No, they have nothing around. I challenge John Nyenpan, all the followers, including Green Dio himself, to show us one project that SADAA undertook anywhere around the world. Anywhere around the world, they have no accomplishment whatsoever. But they go around and lie and say, "Oh, that development organization." No, you are not development organization. You are pro-confusion. You are pro-division. You divided family members. You cause family members to insult each other on Facebook and everywhere in different chat rooms. And so you guys should not come play war games here when I'm around here. Nobody will play any linguistical games around here to fool our people. Joe Nyenpan, this resignation by no means represent my disassociation. So the man say, Wedjah people, I still get a position, but I still will green code you. All right. So the people of Wedjah, you got one step accomplished. You got a man to resign on a duress, on a pressure. The next thing is the man to sever a membership with Green Code Union group. If you want to maintain the integrity, because the man used the word integrity in the communication here. Someone is saying integrity here. He used that word. And so when the guy is talking about integrity, he should not be part of a group that has no integrity. All right? He shouldn't be. And so you have one more step for Joe Nyenpan to sever a membership with those guys. He should write a communication and say, "I'm no longer part of SADAA." Just the same way he wrote a communication and say he's leaving the secretarial position. But he should not be your chairman and he beating your chest and telling you it is by no means my resignation should not be construed as though I'm leaving green. I'm not leaving green. That's disrespect to you, the people. It is a big disrespect. The man does not have time for you. The man still starting to say, "I'm pro-confusion. I'm still agreeing. I will not leave in a position, but I'm still a bona fide member of confusion in the SADAA community. I'm here in Liberia. I will still be recruiting to divide the SADAA people, the brothers and sisters." That's what he said. That's what he said. This resignation by no means represents my disassociation with SADAA. As the community of Wedjah is proud to remain a proud, he said, so you the Wedjah people, you are proud to be part of somebody who ate the community money and went to court and was declared guilty? I don't think so. But the man is your leader and saying this and say you guys are proud and you are integral, you are a major part of conflict. The man is associating you with these people. You guys have to ask the guy to resign. That's the right thing to do because the man is not still respecting you, the people. You made your chairman, you're telling you guys are part of the confusion, even though you are pressuring him to leave the group. All right? That guys, they call themselves leaders. I'll read that sentence again. This resignation by no means represents my disassociation with SADAA. As the community of Wedjah is proud, he said the Wedjah people are proud of what Green Dio did. And they are proud. You believe that? Bota Jawi is proud of what Green Dio did. Mr. Augusto Wright is proud of what Green Dio did. No, these people are not proud. They're not happy about it. So Mr. Nyenpan should not call the people say they are proud to be an integral part of the conflict of Green Dio. He shouldn't say that. And you guys should demand the man to take the words back. The people of Wedjah should demand Joe Nyenpan to retract these words that he put on paper associating you guys with Green Dio. If you are with him, it's up to you, but he used the word, he said, integral part. He said you are integral partner. You are major partner. You are key partner to Green Dio. That's what the man put on the paper here. On paper, he not just saying the word, he said, "Oh, that job man works." The man documented it. He said, "This is the position of the Wedjah people." And he's the chairman of the Wedjah people. You're going to demand the man to retract these words. You're demanding to disassociate himself with SADAA. Because the people are sad. Even the resignation of Joe Nyenpan has created further sadness. All right? And so that Joe Nyenpan, he said, "Thank you for the opportunity. rendered me to serve in such capacity. TV. All right. I'm George Nyenpan. All right. So that George Nyenpan communication, the man resigned from SADAA, but he says, I'm still a member. I'm not going nowhere. I love what Green Coach did to the SAPO people. That is a good thing. I love the brother for that. And I'm not going nowhere. All right. So it's up to the Wedjah people. Right now, the man declared you guys are major partners. You are partners to Green Coach confusion. Now, what the man said, I'm merely repeating what your chairman said. You are proud. He used that word too. The Wedjah people are proud to be integral part or partner to the eating of money, to the division of family members and friends, and those things. All right, let's go to something else. So that's your man right there. The SAPO people bought one of the sessions of the SAPO ethnic group. All right, let's talk about JRN. It's another breaking news too for JRN. All right, so I'll be right back. All right, welcome back to VOSD with Esoteric. So you have, let me see. Oh, make sure my stuff is playing. Is it playing on your side? Yes, okay. All right, so now let me make sure here. I'm just making sure my device is. So JRM, right? JRM is a group, another factional group in SINOE County. It's called Juarzon Retarded Movement. Okay? Juarzon Retarded Movement. Or if you like, Juarzon Rebel Movement. All right? These guys, every organization, when it is established, it has mission. It has a vision why it was established, right? So when the organization, the Juarzon Retarded Movement or Juarzon Rebel Movement was established, the guy specifically said in their preamble that the purpose of this organization is to unite the young people. Not even the old people, they just said the young people of Juarzon. Not all the young people of SINOE County, but exclusively the young people of Juarzon. That was the objective, the aim of the organization, why they established it. All right? The people that established the organization. And I will tell you the founding fathers, because they are not pro-females, so no woman among them. They are all men. Okay? The guys are anti-women. They are a bunch of misogynists. All right? So these misogynists, hater of women haters, that send a list to the lawmaker for positions, and they not send one female. All right? That is the demonstration of their misogynistic credential. All right, so the guys, they went on the right. So we got the people. So the history, I just want to give you a little background here. So the Juarzon Redemption, they call it is Juarzon Rebel Movement or Juarzon Rebel Movement, one of them, or Retarded Movement, one of them, because it is retarded to hate females. It is retarded to be in different chat room and plotting against your lawmaker to overthrow the man. And these are the things they're saying. They're why they're chatting in different chat rooms. So the Juarzon Rebel Movement or the Juarzon Retarded Movement, it says this organization was founded to unite the youth for Juarzon. That's what they said the objective was. After the establishment of the organization, the founders of the Juarzon Rebel Movement, Robert Kofa, that the founders are men, bunch of men. You would not hear one woman name, right? The guys, they were brought into this world by women, but they hate women, including their own mothers. All right? After the establishment of this organization, the founders, Robert Kofa, Oscar Togba. All right, I don't have Robert Kofa picture, but yeah, it's Oscar Togba. If you want to know the guy, Oscar Togba. All right, Bernard Jabba, this guy right here. Alice Blau, I don't have Blau number. Coca-Cola, etc. These are the people that established. Did you hear any female name? A bunch of men. It's a misogynistic organization. Hater of women. They detest, they hate the ground that women walk on. After the establishment of the organization, the founders, Robert Kofa, Oscar Togba, Bernard Jaban, Alice Blau, is that Blau? Okay. Coca-Cola, etc. Changed. So they changed the aim. So that's why we got a title here, right? Let me put a title there. So we said JRM, the Juarzon Rebel Movement, their aim has changed from uniting the young people of Juarzon to job seekers and now to disunity. All right? So it's the metamorphosis. They have graduated from uniting the young people of Juarzon and they metamorphosed into a job-seeking organization. And now, as a consequence of their approach, the organization is now disunited. The guys are disunited, even though they said they wanted to unite the young people. So this is why I said, go on and read it further. The first attempt, okay, so they changed the aim to job seeking. Now, what they did. So now they send lists from uniting the people, and they send a whole list, bunch of men, to the lawmaker of SINOE County Electoral District Number 3, Honorable Matthew Zarzar, to get a job, to fire the superintendent that was in power by then. That's the lawmaker of District Number 3 here, Honorable Zarzar. So they send a communication. Back then, I brought Jabba here and talked to him, Bernard Jabba. So they send a communication, and a bunch of men, no one female, and all of that. So the lawmaker say, well, I'll reach the authority in the county to see whether the list you send actually represents the people of the district. All right. So because their list was held in abeyance, it was put on hold. And after all, they sent a list because they are pro-Teahjay group and they are chaotic group. And so, Teahjay loves chaos. Teahjay was the spokesperson. He in charge to destroy Liberia, right? So they aligned themselves with Teahjay. They are Teahjay political group. And so when they send the communication to Honorable Zarzar, which has nothing to do with the senator, they CC Milton Teahjay copy or CC Teahjay that communication. All right? They send you a copy of it. Oh, yes, the list was sent to Zarzar. They didn't send a list to Chie. They didn't send a CC to Crayon Duncan, who's the chairman of the caucus. No copy to Samson Weah, who is a member, secretary of the caucus. Nothing. They wouldn't send it to Teahjay. And so when that was exposed, the people of SINOE County now, they are saying, no, this group, District Number 3 now, they say this group does not represent us. We don't know anything that we don't know nothing about them. They are rebels. They are trying to create confusion in the county. So the rebel leaders for this group, Robert Kofa, Oscar Togba, Bernard Jabba, Alice Blau, Coca-Cola, etc. Okay, so they changed the organization aim from uniting the youth to job seeking. Now, after that, they failed. They didn't get a job. Now they changed. The first attempt was to ask Honorable Zarzar to replace Honorable Mayson. That's what they were doing. The superintendent of Juarzon district, the late Mayson was sick. The men were on a sick bed, and these guys were running campaigns so they can replace the man. That's how evil these guys are. They are evil set of people. They are evil set of people. Just get sick, and they will be campaigning for you to be replaced. So they sent communication to Honorable to Zarzar to replace Honorable Mayson, who was superintendent on sick bed at the time. They sent two names at the time to replace Mayson. So they sent number one, Oscar Togba. Okay, they said they are advocacy group. But the group leader, Oscar Togba, that the man is sent to replace the sick man. Oscar Togba was so desperate to be superintendent for the district. So they say, what are the men? We feel killing that man already in our minds, you know. So you all replace the man. That man is nobody. All right. So they said they replace the man. So they sent Oscar Togba first. Then next they send Polity Person, I think. Polity Person, they send that man to replace sick, so that two names the same first. Then by then those names were rejected. All right, the request was rejected on ground that he can replace somebody. So Mr. Zarzar said this is not right. The man is sick. It doesn't mean when somebody's sick you should replace them. Somebody can get sick and they recover, and so we can't replace the man because the man is sick. So when they sent out, Mr. Zarzar rejected the request. All right. Few weeks later, Honorable Crayon died. When the man passed away, the man body was still in the funeral home. The guys, when they seen Juarzon rebel movement or Juarzon retired movement, they sent another list of names to Honorable Zarzar. All right. They sent the same Paulson guy, this Paulson and Jabba. They sent those, so they replaced Oscar. And they sent Paulson and Jabba. Again, for the same superintendent position. They did that again. But the 2 months later, but they were rejected again. 2 months later, another 2 names were sent to Honorable Zarzar office, Bernard Jabba and Frale Bala. All right, they sent another name again. These are all men, right? Yeah, and a female. The guys, they're anti-women. All right, they can't say any female. Bunch of men they sent in for the same post. All these recommendations were signed by Coca-Cola, who is the board chairman of Juarzon people in Monrovia. Okay, so the chairman for the Juarzon people in Monrovia is in support of the rebel group. So he is signing this, Coca-Cola. All right, Coca who received money. Coca, listen, they said Coca received money from Milton Teahjay. And he promised the senator that one of his supporters would be superintendent of Juarzon. Okay, that's what Coca is doing. So he told the senator, I'll make sure my rebel group, one of the supporters, will become the superintendent to fill in the vacancy left by Narrison. All right, Mr. Kine. So that Teahjay gave him money, Teahjay bribed him, bribed Coca-Cola. All right, so my people, these are the people. So let me read that again. Coca who received money from Honorable Milton Teahjay. That should start calling Milton Teahjay honorable. They said the man is a dishonorable Teahjay. They promised the senator that one of his supporters will be superintendent of Juarzon. So we, the supporters, okay, of the people of Juarzon, of the district, not get the post. Okay, so they don't want the people to get a post, but a supporter of Milton Teahjay. All right. So the group also went on to say, this is what the guys also wrote. What? Okay, now that's the from unity. They want to unite the youth, right? Now they turn to job seeker. They're sending themselves. They're not sending different people. It's like Dr. King advocating for the black people, and they said when they weren't looking for a job, then Dr. King was saying himself first. All right. That's how the guys, it's all about themselves. It's not about the people, right? How can you say you're the activist and when job position is open, you say yourself first? These guys, they job for themselves. So they went on to say further. All right, let me see. So now let's see further communication. I'm in a chat room, right? Because I'm part of the chat room. I'm reading what in the chat room. That's what I'm reading here. These are some comments that I'm reading. All right. So now who is doing bad to draw some people? JRN that one sec announcing Crayon post that end to his death and made 3 different recommendations to Zarzar, who rejected the removal of Narrison Crayon, who is doing bad to draw some people. Okay, that in the chat room they're going back and forth. The division now, because from judge seeking to judge seeking, they now were, so now they're going to disunity, right? So they're going back and forth now. One Mr. Tara from Judu Town. Tara is assisting, he is assistant to superintendent. And I don't know why Tara cannot be the superintendent. They had to bring somebody new. Why are you the assistant to somebody when something happens? Right now, Joe, we are the president. I'm not wishing any harm on the brother when something happens. Who's supposed to get a Juarzon? But no, the guys are saying Jabba should get it. Oscar Togba should be the superintendent, but the man had assistant superintendent. So, alright, Mr. Tara Julu from Julu Town should be the superintendent. All right, because Juarzon. Okay, all right. I want to read all the detail. So, Honorable Zarzar told Juarzon people that Honorable Tara has less than 1 year to. Okay, so because these guys, they are sectionalists, right? So they say, Mr. Tara is from Julu Town, and Julu Town, the man is a single man, and so they will remove the man too. You see, so these guys, they are just, Green Code View incarnate the law of division. Once you are not Juarzon, you don't better need Juarzon from different place, you shouldn't hold position. So they said it's assistant superintendent who was Nelson Narrowson at the time. The man is from Julu Town, he's not a single man, he's a single man, and so he's not a Juarzon man. They should remove him. All right. Now what they say here? All right, less than 1 year. Okay, so let me read the other comment. All right, let me see. So let's read the other one. This one from Saint Jabba. Saint Jabba said, there is a need for one of our senior elder, Mr. Carlo, to call a meeting in order to reunite the group JRM. Okay? So because the unity has entered the group, right? So this Saint Jabba is calling now and saying, you know what, we need unity. There is a need for one of our senior elder, Mr. Coca-Cola, to call a meeting in order to unite the group JRN. Here is my reason. I in a charo, I in a guy charo. Other than they are in there, this group misunderstanding started. They hear the word misunderstanding, right? This group misunderstanding started from his office up till now. From the beginning, they're accusing the Juarzon people chairman, both chairman in Morovia. They say the conflict started from him. This group misunderstanding started from his office up till now. From the beginning, this group JRN, our fight for Juarzon, okay, they are fighting for themselves, right? But they say they're fighting for Juarzon. For Juarzon has been focused in oneness. Okay, that was their goal, unity, oneness, right? But from that, a technical meeting which brought forward the name of one of its senior staff, JRM, deleting the first name submitted from the same group, JRM, we started to experience fight even up till now. People pretend that deep down, no peace. Okay, no peace deep down, according to the therefore, Honorable Carlo, please see reason to remember or realize that our slowdown came as a result of a large technical senior elders meeting held at your office. If we should or must move forward, then please see my post, sir. I respectfully submit. That's saying Jabba. So he said we need unity. You know, he said now conflicting our mates too much. Then the other person came. Who is it? Bawe Tote. Bawe is the secretary for Green Code Grio again. I think one song on position you have for Green Code Grio in like bro. So Bawe is also part of the rebel, the Juarzon rebel movement, right? So they say here, Bawe said, just want to understand. I just want to understand. Oh, I shouldn't be misunderstood, please. Saying, if I may ask, one, what is the first name that you know about that was deleted by senior staff you're talking about? Okay. Two, and who does senior staff who deleted the first name? Three, are you insinuating that the name JRN is responsible for changing the focus of the group? All right. They changed the focus of the group, right? Are the same people. To you, do you think JRN is doing anything contrary to the purpose or reason for which it was formed? Yes. The group was established to unite the young people and not to seek jobs for the members and not to go into confusion. That's not what you are all for. So you are divided. Finally, are you telling us that JRN is divided? Oh, yes, you are divided. You are asking all these questions and you say you are divided. Let me provide a little bit information here, Mr. Junior Brother, here, Junior Brother. If you think JRN is divided, then the main reason is not about name and where meeting was held. The main reason is superintendent position, okay? Now, why they divided? According to Twitter, it's because of the superintendent position that JRM is divided. Oscar Togba wants to be the superintendent. Bernard Jabba wants to be the superintendent. What's the other one named the same? Paulson wants to be the superintendent. All of them. So that what Total is saying is because of the superintendent position that we are fighting. All right. Before the issue of the reference position above, JRN had absolutely no issue. Okay. There was no issue among them, but once the position basically came down, all of them start fighting. Nobody want to be jobless. So all of them fighting over that one position. All right. They couldn't wait for the man to die episode to say, you replace the man. Yeah. Whether you're there or not, you replace the man. So it's all about the whole position that Bawe is right. If there is division at all according to you, then it started during the nomination of names. Okay. When they were sending the names for the superintendent position. Lastly, all the members of JRN are all sound, smart, and level-headed brothers. Okay, you say brothers, right? No sister there. They are all men. They don't respect our women at all. Okay, level-headed. Yes. Let's say brothers to allow anyone to single-handedly delete or trash name that was originally coined by them and imposed a name on them. Henceforth, if we presume we know what the issue is and we don't actually know, then we are not helping the situation come in peace. Okay, so they are fighting. It's because of job. It's because they don't want superintendent position. They want to remove the assistant superintendent. So they are fighting among themselves right now. So from unity to job seeking and now to the unity. JRN. The Juarzon rebel movement or Juarzon retaliate movement, the members are now fighting over position. Let me see Coca-Cola on a message. That's what Coca-Cola said, the chairman for the Juarzon people in Morovia. All right? That can be signing names. Here's what Coca-Cola said. I'm in a chat room. I'm part of the in the room. This is an outright ingratitude. That Coca said, this is ingratitude. This is, you are not grateful. The man speaking people. No wonder why we are where we are. They are fighting now. The guys are fighting, going back and forth right now. No matter, this is an upright ingratitude. No wonder why we are where we are. Almost every communication of your JRN was drafted by us and issued to you. But when started your blaming games, we call it quit. Okay, we call it a quit. We no longer in the advisory team. So the man said, I'm not advising you guys anymore. All right? No longer. All right? Why do you stop? How do we sat? Okay, anyway, I'll leave the grammar bit. How do we sat down and throw stones? Please, gentlemen, this is not nationalism. Our greater deficiency from which we must and should transcend, please. Knowledgeable individuals will know that a meeting referenced that brought people from home and Morovia-based Juarzon citizens, all right, it's about Juarzon, right? Juarzon-based citizen was the best ever. But people who have problems with democracy are bickering hatred, which I'm not prepared to fathom. Thanks. All right. So, yeah, the man said they are bickering. They say they don't believe in democracy. They never put it to a vote, right? But you're talking about democracy. All right. So that's the JRN update. All right. I'm in a chat room and I will bring all the development, the plotting they are doing. So the plotting against the Zarzar first and their mission failed. And so they started with positions. Now they are not getting the position. So they are fighting among themselves because everybody wants to be superintendent and development superintendent of that one. Of Juarzon. All right, that's a fighting among the Juarzon retired movement or Juarzon rebel movement. All right, headed by Robert Togba, not Robert Togba, but Oscar Togba. All right, All right, guys, let's go to something else on the Voice of SINOE today. Let me exhaust the topic quickly. So let me quickly talk about national politics, the country, the president of the Republic of Liberia, George Weah. All right, so Weah prioritized the soccer game over the misery of the Liberian people, the economic misery, the poverty, the lack of roads, the lack of maybe rice in the country. We don't have rice. But the president of the Republic of Liberia decided to go on 7 weeks outing. Okay, that's what the president went for. The president of the Republic of Liberia, George Weah, left the country for 7 weeks to go watch soccer game in Qatar. All right, that is what important to George Weah. That's a pro-poor man, the man that loves the poor people, the man that is pro-poor people. George Weah left the country for 7 weeks just to go watch soccer. All right, now what the president of the Republic of Liberia has done to us, the economic situation in the country, the lack of, everything is mess in the country. But the man rather leave that and go out of the country for 7 weeks. The man letter, look at the man letter, a George Weah letter, Republic of Liberia. All right, Honorable Albert the man wrote the Senate pro tem. So he said, "Dear Mr. President pro tempore, I wish to inform you that I will be away from the country. The man that lost Liberia, that came to redeem the poor people." The man left the country, and the final minister refused to tell us how much he gave the man to go on the 7-week safari. All right. So he said, George Weah said, "I wish to inform you that I will be away from the country November 1st to the 23rd, 2022, to attend the following official functions as stated below." All right. But you see, this thing in the communication, they're a bunch of fallacy, they're a bunch of lies. All right. Because if you listen to the final minister, he contradicted everything that the president put in here. So this thing, they were just put here just for decoration. The president just went to watch soccer game. All right. So he put the 14th edition of the Middays Forum in 10-year Morocco from November 1st to the 6th, 2022. Number 2, the 27th section of the Conference of the Parties to the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change. Okay, you see all of that. Egypt from November 6th to the 9th, 2022. The president also said, number 3, the 5th edition of the Paris Peace Forum in Paris, France, from November 9 to the 15th. Then 4th, opening of the World Cup in Doha, Qatar, from November 15 to the 23rd, 2023. That's the president of the Republic of Liberia. His people are suffering. And then he is using the money that is supposed to have been used to take care of poor people, and say, I'm going on outing. I want to watch soccer. Soccer game is better than what is going on in my country. The pro-poor man. This is the pro-poor man. The man is pro-luxury. The man is pro-fun. The man is pro-joy. It's about his family. It's not about the Liberian people. It's about to be changed for hopelessness. It's not changed for hope. The Liberian people are hopeless right now. Under the watch of George Weah, the man left the country. Wanted to go watch football. The man played football forever, and the people watching, and he watched other people for years. And the people made him president. And he's still leaving the country to go watch soccer. Football. Wow. How did we get here? It's not, it shouldn't be a misery to us anyway. It should not. Because it was glaring from the beginning that George Weah was not up to the task. But the Liberian people, they like Samuel Toy, and the people then yelling around, George Weah is the best. For 6 years, almost 6 years now, the man, all he does is build horses for himself. They said no money in the country, but the man get private jet. The man get all these sport cars. He got the Lexuses and different vehicles. Building 47 horses, mansions for himself. Breaking down a house. When you were a soccer star, he broke down and built a new mansion. Going out of the country to go watch soccer games. Now, what matters to the president of the Republic of Liberia, George Weah? And somebody will say that pro-poor president. No, this man is pro-poverty. He is pro-poverty. He is for the death of the people. The man say he building 14, 17, 18 military hospital because it's not up to standard. He does not trust the own building that he built to go seek medical treatment. But they say that the Pope, they don't care for the people. The day I see Samuel Tower going to 17 or 14 military hospital, then I say, hey, now it's better. When I see the government officials going to the very facility that they said they're building, especially the medical facility, when I see them sending their children to the schools that they say they're giving free education, then it's serious business. But some children are not going to the school, the free education that they say they're giving people in the country. He is signing for money without telling us how much. Our money, they're not Samuel Tower money, they're not president. We are private money. It's the government of Liberia, the people of Liberia money. But the man said, he said, let me listen to Samuel Tower for a little bit here. The country is in a mess. It's in a total mess. These people, they say they're both people, but wow. It is about themselves, nothing else. Hey, listen to the man. Samuel Tower. Let me see. I got all these different things popping up here. All right, let me play there for you. Let me play this. All right, let me play this for you. Let's see.
Before you approve, Minister, you saw the numbers. You saw the number. Was it $1? Was it $10? Was it $1 million? How much did you prove that the president should use on this trip?
Listen to me. The president has several legs of the trip. The president allowances are calculated on several different budgets, send different times, different levels of approvals because there are different legs. I wouldn't be able to. I would have to do that math.
The man Stanton asking a basic ABC question. How much did you approve? The man, he didn't say how many legs, how many hands, how many hairs. He said how much. The question is about how much did you approve? It's not how many legs. All right. So Samuel Tower literally deviated from the question, and Stanton kept pushing over the panelists. They kept pushing the brother. He refused to tell the people how much he signed for George Weah to go watch soccer.
And sitting all that technical detail.
Tell us about the first slide.
So I would
tell us only about the first slide. No, Minister, hold on now. Minister Tower. Thousands of Liberians, Minister Tower.
I don't know the line
due respect. I got to move on to the others, guys. Thousands of Liberians listen to you, thousands of them. Minister Samuel D. Tower, Minister of Finance. How much did you approve for like one? Monrovia to Morocco.
Listen,
how much did you approve?
Listen, I do not sit on the president's approvals and say, like, you don't do that. The president has a trip, the Ministry of State makes the request.
Why? These are the people that said they're bringing reform to the country. These are the people that said they're pro-poor. Stanton asked a basic, elementary, rudimentary, a basic daring question, sir. How much? That was the question first. The man said, the trade has several legs. I said, the man said, okay, give me the cost of leg one from Liberia to Morocco. How much? Samuel Tower talking different things.
Through the channels of the government, the approvals are made on the calculations are made based on what the president is entitled to, and that those budgets are paid. According to the 2016 ordinance, which we're using, besides per diems and hotel flights, rates, presidents are entitled to daily allowance of 2,000. That's the standard calculation that the ministry uses.
The man said, how much did you approve? How much did you approve for the president trip? They're not talking about the mayor allowances and those things. Sir, how much did you approve? Simple question. Samuel, I can't tell you, but Samuel told answered it for the poor people. The man does not want us to know how much they gave the man to go wash off again.
The heads of entities, I think, have their daily rates. So all these rates, depending on the number of days, they are calculated.
Samuel Toa is a distraction. You are trying to take the attention of the people from the question. But Stanton did a good job. He kept pressing the brother.
The president's leave was entitled to 2,000 incidental per day.
This has nothing to do with Ellen Johnson. He said George Weah. Samuel Toa, how much did you approve for George Weah to go watch soccer game? That was a simple question. Why you got to bring Ellen Johnson Sally and what ordinance, what law she put in place? How much did you approve for George Weah to go watch soccer? That was the question.
We're using President Salif's ordinance, our government, for cost consideration. Even though inflation is eating up all of those costs, we still are going by the 26.
The brother exposed himself. He exposed. When you come on the platform, come with facts. This is not a palaver hall. You are not on LU Campo anymore. You have the people treasury. You have the people money. And you approve money for the president. The people elected George Weah. So when whatever George Weah is doing, he has to be accountable to the people. So when Samuel Toa is hiding how much he approved for the man, then Samuel Toa is in cahoots with George Weah to loot from the Liberian people.
2017 travel ordinance. So these travel officers in the different use these calculations and send their travel request. I'm not going to sit down on a budget.
So we are moving on to that. We are moving on to Dr. Richardson, the minister.
Yeah.
Before we do that,
so important for the viewers to know that there are rules.
Minister, and on this show tonight, we'll be very fair and we'll respect our time. Chairman Ben Senvi, welcome to the show. But I will hold you on this, and Liberia should hold you on this. Liberian home and abroad should hold
Stanton, I join you. We'll hold the brother on this. Stanton did a magnificent work. My son or brother makes me proud. That's why SINOEans do. We seek justice for the people.
On this. That you are not giving us, you as a finance minister, you are not giving us a projected amount, whether of the first leg, the second leg, the third leg of this personal trip.
The man should not even be giving projection. He should be giving us the accurate amount because he approved the money. He should have seen it. He saw it. So it should not be even projection. He saw the figure. He saw they brought it to a desk. He saw it.
Are you confirming that? You are not telling them how much you signed for. You say you approve it. How much did you approve?
Stanton.
Yes, sir.
Stanton.
Yes, sir.
The Liberian budget is 784 million.
The man knows the national budget, but he doesn't know how much he signed to get George Weah to go Wasago again. Imagine that. He is telling the man did not ask for the national budget, but he's telling out the figure for the national. He knows the big number for the whole country, but the small money that he approved, when a small money, he refused to tell us that amount.
The Minister of Finance signs, I think my people have calculated that. I will check in. I don't know if we have tens of thousands of requests for payments every year. The
man is not asking for annual bills or stuff that you sign. No, he not. He said, "How much did you give George Weah to go Wasago again?" That was a small. So I don't know what Samuel Dua is telling you, going all these things. The man just trying to distract people.
Of requests that come to my house for approval. You are sitting here telling me that every time a minister request or an agency request.
No, Samuel Dua is not asking for that. He did not ask for minister. He did not ask for agency. He asked for how much did you approve to send George Weah to go watch soccer in Qatar. That's what he said.
For 30,000, 50,000. 50,000, all these things.
Don't you
The
think
number
it is
of trips the
important to
president has
know
made
how much
for
you
5
signed
years?
for?
You
Don't you
expect
think
from me that
it is
information in my head?
important? I am not asking you to give me
It is
information
unfair.
from
It
3
is an
years.
unfair
I am
question.
not asking you
It
to
is
give me
unfair.
information from 1 year ago. I'm asking you to give me
Of
information
course.
that you signed.
I am
What
not at that level of minutiae. I am not at that level of minutiae.
Minister Tway,
The line of
Minister Tway,
questioning is
the president took a trip from November 1st. On the first information, they were still all of the country up to the visit in Washington, D.C. You, Minister Tway, you said you approved the budget. You said it. Before you approved the budget, you went over the budget from like 1 to like 1 billion, whatever it would be. Hold on now. Hold on. How much did you see on the paper before you signed? Did you sign
I did not see anything. That's what I did not see anything.
He did not see anything. So what did he sign?
What did you approve? What did you approve?
Oh, listen to me. Listen. The president request comes to the Ministry of Finance. I can be in Washington, D.C. and make approvals. Okay. My office staff sees the request and they say the president is traveling to this.
I can continue with that nonsense Samuel Toy is talking. All right. So these are the people that say they are in the interests of the country. And I want to say great job to Stanton and his team. They actually pressure him, but the guy refused to tell the Liberian people the truth. Even though the guys, they took oath to be truthful to us, but no. The man came on the national global platform. He's not telling us how much he signed for George Weah to go watch soccer and leaving the hungry people and leaving the people in the darkness and leaving the people on the roads they call those death traps they call roads and leaving the people drinking dirty water and he is drinking cold water. I mean, the president of a country will leave when the people are even talking about the censor and things are not going right and the man go watch soccer for almost 1 month. I mean, 2023, you put a man there again because George Weah does not want anything again. When you get George Weah, another 9 years, it's about football, it's about sinking, it's about ammonia. That what they will be doing? Nothing. These guys they will talk to different people when they are not in power. They will speak all the BB book when they get there. Nothing. People are suffering in the country. Everything is just in that one Morovia there. If we go see Morovia, it's like I don't know. Anyway, so that's the president. 2023, you'll put George Weah there again. You'll see it will be worse than what you're seeing right now. It will be worse. All right, let me see the next one here. Now, let me look at the opposition. The people that are also saying they want to make things better. All right, let's look at. So this young man called George Lobbo. All right, a precursor to the new Liberian on Joseph Boakai, assuming that Joseph Boakai wins the election 2023. All right, George Lobbo, then those are the people that beyond Joseph Boakai. Even though Joseph Boakai and Ellen Johnson said he had 12 solid years, and Liberia had a lot of assistance from the international community, but we can't see nothing major done in the country. Joseph Boakai did not even, he can't afford to carry 1-lane road to his village in Lofa County. But he said you'll build the roads in the country in 90 days when he becomes president. All right. Okay. The Joseph Boakai is running for office, but George Lobbo is saying, I mean, when I listen to the brother, I'm like, is that the kind of intolerance that you guys, okay, you're talking about CDC is intolerant, it this, that, and you are doing just exactly the same thing you're accusing CDC supporters of doing? So George Lobbo got angry. The video that I just showed you, Jana, that's a lady on it, Francia, whatever her name is, the man will call a woman name when I play the video. The man was lashing at the lady just because the woman questioned Joseph Boakai's health, which is a legitimate concern. George Lobbo lives in the United States. The people question everything. Once you want their office, they will question everything. But George Lobbo said, no, nobody should question Joseph Boakai. No, nobody. No, somebody who 80, I'm 83 and 82 is an old man. Joseph Boakai then should be training young people, or they should have trained young people long time to be prepared for national office. They question everybody here. They question Obama then. He was a young man. They talk about his health. They talk about his birth certificate. Trump forced that man for the people to put the man birth certificate out. Everything. The guy live in the country. This is the administration of Joseph Boakai in Microcosm. The likes of George Lobbo, then these are the people that will be giving positions. They'll be defending Joseph Boakai when he goes wrong. Just the same way Samuel Toa is refusing right now to tell us how much he get George Weah to go play soccer. All right? The guys are just, I mean, you can see when it will be good from the beginning. Joseph Boakai is the wrong person, just the same way George Weah is the wrong person for the country. All right? You got to look at Joseph Boakai's history. What did he do for the country when you were vice president? You hardly see something. So let's listen to the Mujahideen for the vice president. The man, they say they bring in a different thing to the country. But they don't want people to speak out their mind when they speak, and they're angry, they're vexed. But before I bring John Lobbo yabbing or blabbering, let me show some videos to you, right? What the people are saying about even Joseph Boakai, not Joseph Boakai, about Joe Biden right now, the president of America right now. What Americans saying? What people are saying about him, his health, something that George Lobbo does not want other people to do. All right, let me just play these 2 quick clips here. All right, it's very quick, nothing long. Let me view from this side. All right, it's big enough. Let me play a quick video.
Anointed media elite decided that the people had made the wrong call, but that, don't worry, they would be there to campaign to fix things. Now, though, with an obviously mentally incapacitated Biden at the helm, things are
mentally incapacitated body at the helm. That's how you describe the president, right? I'll play that again so you can hear how they describe Joe Biden.
With an obviously mentally incapacitated Biden at the helm.
Mentally incapacitated Biden, Joseph Biden at the helm. The president of the United States. Now, how they talking about that? What is saying about him? Mentally incapacitated. All right, that's what the media is saying about him. But George Lobbo, they don't want anybody to question, oh man, Joseph Boakai. No, you shouldn't say anything about him. It's rude.
Things are different. I did a similar search for the term Biden and 25th Amendment and found actually 111 articles. So you would think that's a similar number given that the president is halfway through his term. Yet, what were these pieces about? What was their tone? Well, guess what? Trump still lives rent-free in their head. A large number.
Okay, so that's the first video. Let me play another one again. What they are saying about the president of America, nobody getting angry and coming lashing at people. All right, the people have the right to question the president or public officials. Let me play the other one.
Check in with the fearless, bold, razor-sharp leader of the free world, the 46th President of the United States, Joe Robinette Biden. Let's listen to his response when asked about Title 42 in relation to illegal immigration.
Mr. President, on Title 42, sir, are you considering delaying lifting Title 42?
No, what I'm considering is continuing to hear from well, first of all, there's going to be an appeal by the Justice Department, because as a matter of principle, we want to be able to be in a position where if in fact it is strongly concluded by the scientists that we need Title 42, that we'd be able to do that. But there has been no decision on extending Title 42.
That is just incredible. To be clear, he was asked about Title 42, which is a Trump-era policy that allows the US to quickly expel migrants to their country of origin when they've crossed the border illegally. Biden's answer there was about the appeal on mask mandates on planes, but he also mentioned Title 42. This is what he said, word for word. He said, no, what I'm considering is continuing to hear from my first of all, there's going to be an appeal by the Justice Department because as a matter of principle, we want to be able to be in a position where if, in fact, it is strongly concluded by the scientists that we need Title 42, that we'd be able to do that. But there has been no decision on extending Title 42. And this isn't just misspeaking or a stutter. The man has no clue what he is talking about. Now, let's not forget, the media wanted to ship Trump off to the funny farm because he walked slowly down a ramp. We've got the current president and his obvious cognitive decline being largely...
What did she say? Obvious cognitive decline. The one saying man is cognitively declining, mentally declining. Now, how they describe the president of the United States. All right, now, I just want to show George Lobbo this. But yes, George Lobbo getting angry and lashing at the lady on Spoon Talk for just questioning Joseph Boakai. Don't question Joseph Boakai. It's wrong. Don't say that. Don't question the man's health. That is rude. All right, let's listen to George Lobbo for a second here. Liberia in trouble.
Jason is in the constant habit of finding ways to be condescending and disrespectful to the standard bearer.
All right. When you question Joseph Boakai, that's condescending, that disrespectful to the standard bearer. All right.
You know, Dr. Richardson, she talks about it speaks to someone's character. I don't like to be personal, but let me state some facts here. Dr. Richardson has a brother. His name is Orlando Chinaway. This is a man who can go in Joseph Boakai's room. When Joseph Boakai was out here, he was referred to as the chief of protocol. We travel together. He is my big brother. He and I, when we in Monrovia, we sit together. We are together every single day. He speaks to JMB more than me. And this is the very Dr. Richardson that sits on Spoon, being so ungrateful to say Joseph. You know, the other time she had the nerve to say George Lobbo is close to Joseph Boakai because he related to Boakai. George Lobbo is close to Boakai because he's kissy. So your brother Orlando, is he kissy? How can you be this ungrateful? And this lady will sit on Spoon and have the nerve to sit and say, you know, his age, his medical condition, his mental stability. Dr. Richardson, that's you've been very disrespectful. And let me
all right. No question Joseph Boakai health. No, you are not allowed to do that. George Lobbo will lash at you. George Lobbo, the man is 80, almost 85 years. Such an old man. Okay? Ain't nothing wrong with questioning the man. If you think the man is medically okay, bring the man medical record. But it is a legitimate concern to raise. So you guys saying you are bringing change to the country, but you don't want people to ask the relevant questions, to do the critical thinking. Joseph Boakai is not above questioning. He have the man is old. It's a fact. This man is old. So don't Allah is a young man and you're lashing at the lady, oh, the woman disrespectful. No. Joseph Boakai is an old man. A lot of young people here say they're not even healthy. Because I'm talking about somebody 82 years old or 83. This man is old. Every time you see him, he's sleeping. And that's the man business. He be yelling at people. And he say bringing change. What kind of change Joseph Boakai will bring in the country? He didn't do it in 82 years. And now you will do it for you, brother? You guys don't have good plan for the country. Joseph Boakai is very, very old. That's the bottom line. The same way Joe Biden is old, the same way Donald Trump, those are old people. These people should be training, or they should have trained young people a long time to take over the country. You can't die in office. It's an old man. So when you're old, you are not, you mentally decline, you physically decline, everything on you will decline. It's a fact. So Dr. Richardson didn't do anything wrong. She didn't say anything wrong. It was nothing condescending. It was nothing condescending. George Lobbo is a young man. So now he feels pain. Young man like that. Before I even talking about an old man who almost 90 years old and he doesn't have, he's not cognitively declining. When Joseph Biden, they're in the same age range. Joseph Biden hardly remember stuff. You can be struggling. So does it not ruin us? It's a fact, brother. You got to grapple with reality.
Respond to you today. I've let you slide on this. I've always referred to you as a big sister because of my big brother Orlando. But enough is enough. You need to cut it off. Dr. Richardson, you are fit to hold a PhD. I'm sorry for the people you teach.
So imagine just because the woman is exercising your democratic right to question the health of the man who wants to be the president, are you calling Lobbo is angry? He questioned a woman's degree. What it has to do with degree here, brother? It's just this is emotional ejaculation the brother is doing here, nothing else. But brother, this is not whether Joseph Boakai related to you or not. The man is coming to be the president of almost 6 million people. And every decision he makes will affect us either positively or negatively. So the people have the right to question the man. Ain't nothing wrong with that. If you don't want anybody to question the health of Joseph Boakai, George Lobbo, tell the man to leave the political arena because politics is not a pretty thing. You can't be questioning everybody, questioning George Weah and say all those things, but then you don't want anybody to question Joseph Boakai health. Man's an old man, brother.
You are fit to say you hold a PhD. If you want to prove me wrong, you go listen to her on Spoon. You can better express yourself like a good 12th grade student.
This is the change that coming to Liberia. The man does not want somebody to speak or he's angry. But now, yeah, he bringing change to the country. Brother, you are in a democratic society. Your country is a democracy. And guess what? In a democracy, people say stuff. Your ability to be mature makes you a good democratic citizen. But if you continue like this, you got a long way to go, brother.
And you don't want to be talking about someone when Joseph Boakai sat on Class Reloaded for 2 hours and discussed the issue. On Spoon again, you 3 minutes, you can't say anything that makes sense. You struggle
but
to express
the woman you're talking about, she didn't question Joseph Boakai's ability to articulate. He said the woman health, the man's health. That's what she's talking about. So there is no correlation between the man's health and ability to speak. People can talk and it still be they have health issue or issues.
And are you the one have the nerve to open your mouth and be talking about someone's mental stability? To me, sometimes I think you need to be evaluated.
Damn it. Imagine Joseph Boakai, that president here, they brother angry that they question it back. Imagine Joseph Boakai is president. George Lobbo will be beating people up. Don't question the man. Don't say anything about him. George Lobbo, you are in a democratic country. You see how brutal the politics is here, here in the country. You see how brutal it is. You guys got to do better than this. Liberia will not change based on emotional ejaculation. No. We have to be tougher. We have to sit down, especially the so-called young people. We don't just push the old people because we want to be minister. Like Samuel told them, they know George Weah wasn't up to the task, and they push your brother, and now you can't tell how much he spent to send George Weah to play soccer game.
Personality, you need an evaluation.
Look at the man talking to the lady that's a lady the brother talking to like that. Damn it. When it comes to that part, they were in a position so bad to the point where you would say anything just to make Joseph Boakai feel good.
And you are the one always referring to people's medical conditions. You the one only one want to speak about people's medical stability, state of mind. Are you serious? Are you really serious? And you brave to do those things. And the very Spoon sit there and allow you to continue with this gross disrespect to our political leader. And you think someone will let that foolishness slide? Anytime you people cross the line, I will respond to you folks.
So, George Lobbo, there's no line being crossed here. If you're a presidential candidate, if you are a public official, nothing is off the radar. Okay? It's no disrespect here. You got to do better than that, brother. If you say you want to change Liberia for the better, this is not better. What you are doing right now is ridiculous. You are more like the sedition, the guys that wear the khaki and they be doing all those things. You are more than them already. The man is not president yet, and he just a candidate or aspirant for the office of the Republic, the highest office in the land. And somebody say the man get health issue, and you angry like this?
I've always made that very clear. If you call any other time, Stanton reported me to Boakai, he can call Boakai, he can go cry. I've made very clear to you. Anytime you folks cross the line, I will respond to you guys in kind. And you know I always do. I always do. I don't miss my words. Yesterday I told you, I said on Saturday, I will do a special for y'all.
George Lobbo, you're a young man, you got to alter course. You got to slow down. All right. You are not proceeding rightly. All right. Joseph Boakai is 82. He's almost off the scene. He's almost done. You don't gain political relevance by doing this and being disrespectful to the lady for simply asking. Okay. That's all the lady. I just played a video just now. She said Joe Biden is cognitively, not normal. It's a lady. Nobody came public to be lashing her all like we're doing right now. All right. And so this militancy and this kind of emotional outbursts is not going to change Liberia. We have to hold everybody feet to the fire. No sacred cow, brother. All right.
I was very clear about it. And here I am today. Dr. Richardson, let me be honest. Sometimes I struggle to comprehend how you claim to be a researcher. You can't even research basic things about Liberia. You come to the show FCC. Dr. Richardson, if they were to take a vote, ANC people don't want you there because you can't even do nothing for them. You are more of a liability to the ANC than an asset. You are FCC as a PhD holder. I will be very clear with you.
The only reason the brother is questioning the lady's PhD is because she asked, she questioned the health, the mental stability of the man who wants to be. That's true, Joseph Boakai. When you are old, brother, everything declines on you. It's a fact, whether mentally, physically, otherwise. And so you can be disrespectful to the woman this way. Questioning this is a non sequitur. It doesn't follow. All right. Deal with the issue. If you think the woman is lying, adduce your candidate's medical record, because it's a public figure, so he's not covered by confidentiality right now. So if you think the woman is lying or she's not right to have questioned a man's mental health or physical health, Lobbo gave her the document. And how you call it, Donald Trump push it until they had to put Obama birth certificate also. So if you think the woman, because you got to stay on topic, brother, going to the woman education and those things is just a distraction. The issue you are concerned about, the woman is disrespectful to the man, to Joseph Boakai for questioning. Let me see here. Call coming here. Hello, Tamandu.
Yeah, yes, sir.
How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. I just want to add to what you've been saying about George Lobbo. Is it Lobo or Limbo?
Lobbo.
Yeah, I think these are the things that are going on in Liberia. We can't go anywhere. You know, we can't do that. If you are a public servant, people got right to criticize you. You got criticism, constructive criticism, it makes you to grow. You know, you can't go tell a woman what a woman, asking about the boycott. Yes, you got all right to do that. You got a man want to be the next president of the Republic of Liberia. We want to know who he is, where he's standing. So it's not a bad thing, but he's just like, because they believe in one person, the other people, you will not question them. I think that's the wrong way that we are all going. And on to SADAA in Liberia. I don't know, these guys are being indoctrinated by the other people in Minnesota, but I think, If you want to leave, then leave. We're not going to beg anybody to carry on the job of the union. Those are all that believe in the union will continue supporting the union, and the union will progress, and we'll see and then will succeed. So I think George got it. Continue doing what he's doing. I think he understood now. He seems to himself now that from the get-go, he wanted to play that kind of game. And I think it's about time that, he has mentioned, he's straightened up. I just want to throw in a few points, on the show. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you, Mr. Madu, for calling.
All
right. Yeah, so George Lobbo is proceeding erroneously. Yeah, the lady has the right. That is not a disrespect. If Joseph Boakai is a private citizen and she says that would be disrespect, but he's coming to be that he wants to be the president of the country of Liberia. And so the woman got the right to question his health. The man is old. He's an old man. I wouldn't get angry when somebody questioned my father as old as Joseph Boakai is. All right, so that George Lobbo there, angry. They want to change Liberia. They knew that they changed people there.
No. I saw anguish wherever. Me, I know book necessarily. I want to be very clear. I'm not stopping. I'm not. When she's on spoon and being disrespectful. And the power is, Dr. Richardson, even if you want to be disrespectful, if you had love for your brother Orlando, and based on his closeness to VP Boakai, I think that in itself will give you reason to say, no, I should be the last person.
I mean, it's not about proximity here. The man is coming to the national office. So it doesn't matter whether she's closer to somebody or not. It has nothing to do with connection. All right? It has nothing. The man got to be healthy to come to the highest office in the land. So yelling will not save Joseph Boakai. All right? Somehow we'll keep pushing this. Joseph Boakai is very old, just the same way right now the Democrats themselves. They are impressing upon Joe Boakai not to seek second term because of his mental health. So there's the same thing with Joseph Boakai. He's an old man, okay? So getting angry will not change that thing, George Lobbo. You got to do better than this. You got to do better than this. If you say you have a democratic credential, let a woman to speak. Don't start the same thing we did back in the day, and we relegated the women to kitchen. We bullied them. This is bullying. That's what George Lobbo is doing here. Try to make the woman to keep quiet. And the woman is questioning the woman education. That's your business. But we have to make sure we tell the people that Joseph Boakai is very old. All right? It's very, very old. And it follows that when you are old mentally, you are now okay. As you get old, you mentally decline. Your health, your mental health does not improve when you're getting old. Your physical health does not improve when you are getting old. Everything on you disintegrates when you are getting old. So George Lobbo, you want your position, I'm fine. But let a woman the opportunity, let you speak up. All right? You guys were on Ellen Johnson saying you're not made Liberian to Miami. Joe, we are turning the play into Miami, your vest. So, the two choices right now looking at Joseph Boakai and George Weah are terrible. It's on when you put George Weah there, George Weah town finished already. All right, like a lot of time. Whatever you want to say that your business, George Weah will do anything. You go watch soccer game anytime. He will build more horses while Joseph Boakai will be sleeping. All right, be moving from one hospital to another, and George Lobbo there will be looting. And the title the man oh yeah, shit. That looting, the way Samuel to and I can't tell you how much they spend for the man to go for soccer game. Y'all can't give me a chance, man. Y'all find something better to do here. No choice right now.
To set up.
Yeah, John Lobbo there, that man are bringing change to Liberia. Yeah, the men are bringing change to Liberia. Okay, that's George Lobbo. Let me do a little bit of sound politics here and I'm out for the day. All right, I just wanted to go a little national a little bit here. All right. So the senator of SINOE County, Milton Teahjay, vowed to beat Duncan like market dog. All right. And at the same time, he said he would be very, very happy when Zarzar becomes the senator of SINOE County. But when Duncan contests, he would beat Duncan like market dog. That Milton Teahjay said out, not me. I am not the one that said it. Milton Teahjay said you beat Duncan like market dog. All right. Let's play a little bit of Crayon Duncan. Not Crayon Duncan, but Milton Teahjay, so that you can hear him saying you beat Teahjay like market dog, or Duncan like market dog. All right. A little bit of Milton Teahjay. SINOE politics. You know, we know who the next senator is of SINOE County already. It's Honorable Zarzar. Let me see. Liberia TV. Okay, let me see. Milton Teahjay right here. A man saying you beat Duncan like market dog. It'll be a man Duncan like market. His son. It'll be a son like market dog. Let me play a little bit of Milton Teahjay. All right, let me play a little bit of Milton Teahjay here so we can go for the day. Share the screen. Let me go back here and play a little bit of Milton Teahjay here.
Across Liberia, and then that's no wow, man. I'm so joyful in studio this morning. Senator J. Milton Teahjay, welcome.
Thank you, Sir. And before I say anything, so you make broadcast journalism so interesting, impressive. I couldn't believe what I was hearing when I was in the car coming to catch up with you. And I'd like to say sorry to all my listeners out there. I ran to an early morning meeting to Johnson Bay, and that's why I came a little bit. I apologize.
Okay, no problem. Your apologies accepted, Senator. By the people of SINOE County, they accept your Senator. They accept your apology. Now, Senator, first let's begin on this note. Over 8 years now, you've been at the Liberian Senate, I'm sure. How have you impacted the lives of our people in the county?
Well, before I get to the county, let me start with my core functions as a legislator.
To hide behind that?
No. I said before I get to the county.
Okay.
I will get to the county.
Okay.
A legislator is elected to perform 3 basic functions as defined by our Constitution. Lawmaking is one of those functions. Oversight is one of those functions. And representation is one of those functions.
Okay.
In all of those functions, I will leave the legislative biography to do those guys who... those...
Biography? I think it's the biographers, that the people that can do the writing.
Guys who monitor us. I think I have made SINOE County and its people so proud.
You should have that.
You see what you said there? Listen, hold on.
First of all, let me just say, what you just said is a blatant lie. L-I-E, lie.
All right, so Alan Johnson said he does not agree with Milton Teahjay. What you just said is a lie. You did not make the people of SINOE County proud, Milton Teahjay. No. You disgrace us in the first place. This is not something that we are proud of. We are not proud of you sponsoring a rape bill to make rape the law of the land. We are not proud of this. We did not send you there to sponsor a rape bill. That's what you're saying we are proud of you? Well, no. We are not proud of you, Milton Teahjay, for you to steal people's car. To steal an innocent person's car and say we are proud of you. No, we are not proud of you. We are not proud of you, Milton Teahjay, when you score F when they graded you. The biographers you're talking about, they gave you F. They graded you F. They gave you F from his election campaign to his time at the Senate. This lawmaker has always been involved with scandals about corruption and has built a stone wall between him and his colleagues by constantly forcing with them. It was this very senator who was accused of collecting paybacks from nominated officials whenever they face his committee. He is yet to restitute stolen money he was convicted for. This is what the biographers are saying about you. So we are not proud of you, Milton Teahjay. Don't go over there and tell the people we're proud of you. No. That's how you're put there, the spokesperson of the people of SINOE County. We are not proud of this record you set. We are not proud of you when you left our county account balance naked at $27,178.27. We are not proud of that. We are not proud that you abandoned 74 projects and it will give you $2 million, almost $3 million, and nothing and nothing was done. We are not proud of that. We are not proud, Mr. Milton Teahjay, when you can tell you instructed Annie Poblet, the superintendent of your kingdom called Tachiwan, to take 46 citizens of SINOE County from payroll. We are not proud of that. Milton Teahjay, we are not proud of you when you refuse to sign for the citizens of SINOE County to get employment opportunity. No, we are not proud of you. We are not proud of you, Milton Teahjay, when you are declared guilty of $50,000 and up to now you are not paying. We are not proud of that. We are not proud of you, Mr. Milton Teahjay, when you were charged and you have the crimes on you. Economic sabotage, criminal conspiracy, criminal facilitation, misapplication of entrusted property, and violation of PPCC procedure and process. We are not proud of that, Milton Teahjay. Milton Teahjay, we are not proud of you when you call a district Bocas in SINOE County, and then you turn around to amend a Boca district. We are not proud of you. We are not proud of you, Milton Teahjay, that you were declared guilty for corruption. We are not proud of you. So don't go on radio and say we are proud of you. We are not proud of you when your supporter and you bleeding the man you sent to Kigali to get PhD, and the man is telling you the only thing you can do is to fight, to engage into tribalism, sectionalism, gangsterism. No, we are not proud of these things, Milton Teahjay. So nobody, don't go on radio when I am listening to you and you will say this. You will not hold in SINOE County. We are not proud of you that our son will die, numbers law. And you will tell us, this is what you said. Our son, our lawmaker, numbers law passed away, and all you could say was this.
When numbers law, God has already fought the battle for the SINOE people. When numbers law, God has already fought the battle for the SINOE people.
Let me tell you, we are not proud of this. When a citizen of the county dies, and you are saying God fought your battle, you are happy that your voodoo God killed the man. We are not proud of you on this. We are not happy with you. We are not happy, Milton Teahjay, when you said this.
Remember, we are not where we are today because of love. We suffered to come this place. We worked hard to come this place. No jail in the Republic of Liberia that I've never gone to. I've been to almost every jail you can imagine. Starting from police cells. The only reason they don't read Yara was because Dr. Amos Sawyer, as interim president of our country, he abandoned, he discarded Yara. But I've been to Central Prison, I've been to Post Stockade, I've been to every police cell during the military government, and I am staying.
I tell you, we are not proud of this, okay? So don't go on the radio and tell the people of SINOE County we are proud. We are not proud of this. We are not proud of somebody who's telling you he didn't build school in SINOE County, he didn't build university in SINOE County, he did not build library for our children to read, but all he studied, or he went to jail for doing the wrong thing. We are not proud of this.
Now let me repeat. I will not give Patricia Flomo any card.
All right, you can't take citizens' car and you're on radio and telling people you are not going to give the person's car to them. We are not proud of that. No, we are not proud of you, Milton Teahjay, when you said this.
Zarzar will not go and bring Boca's instruments here until you can choke them down in the throats of people. Are you ready?
All right, you call a Boca instrument and then you turn around and then you're sponsoring a bill to amend Boca instrument. We are not proud of you, sir, when you do these things. And so Milton Teahjay, it's just wasting our time. It brings nothing to the table. I don't have to play the whole interview. I just want to tell you that part of it to debunk that. We are not proud of Milton Teahjay. No day. For the 9 years this man been in the Liberian Senate, he can show us one bill that he sponsored that passed into law. One. The red bill he sponsored, it died upon arrival. Yes. Okay. He died upon arrival. So we are not proud of. I don't know who is proud of Milton Teahjay. Nobody. Even Crayon Duncan is not proud of him, even though they were buddy before. But Crayon Duncan now is saying, I'm running against you. And he said you will beat Milton, you will beat Crayon Duncan like market door. All right, let me play the quick video, the clip. I don't want to play it for over there. It'll be a long stuff. Let me play this, okay? Let me play this so you can hear Milton Teahjay.
And what I'm meeting on the ground is when you will know who Milton Teahjay is. And let me repeat, in this race, it is only Matthew Zarzar and Milton Teahjay. I don't recognize Duncan. I will beat Duncan like a market dog, and he will know that politics is not for little children. So he can make.
All right. So you heard a man, you beat Milton Teahjay, you beat Crayon Duncan like market dog. The only person he recognized is Honorable Zarzar. And that's the man I will beat him. All right. This is the man I will beat Teahjay. And so Teahjay himself is saying, I'll beat Crayon Duncan in the market door. Listen to him one more time.
And what I'm meeting on the ground is when you will know who Milton Teahjay is. And let me repeat, in this race, it is only Matthew Zarzar and Milton Teahjay. I don't recognize Duncan. I will beat Duncan like a market dog, and he will know that politics is not for little children. So he can make the ground. And what I'm meeting on the ground is when you will know who Milton Teahjay is. And let me repeat, in this race, it is only Matthew Zarzar and Milton Teahjay. I don't recognize Duncan. I will beat Duncan like a market dog, and he will know that politics is not for little children. So he can make.
All right. So you will beat the man, the market dog. All right. You'll beat the man. Let me see what Crayon Duncan said too. Now you beat Teahjay the market dog too. Let's see. Let's play a little bit of Crayon Duncan. What Crayon Duncan said.
Who disturb the peace of our people. He behaves as if to say SINOE County is his. And he's of no relevance. Gone are those days where you just talk big mouth and people follow. Now, politics in the county changing. Nothing he does for our people, nothing at all for the past 8 years. Nothing. Even when he was 5 years of being superintendent, nothing. They're big mouth and speaking crew.
All right, and that's what the battle are going on right now in SINOE County. He said all Teahjay does is make big mouth and speak crude. That's it. And Teahjay is saying this. Listen to him.
Go to SINOE County. Now let me tell you this, before I close. Go up and count down. And this is where you know when Milton Teahjay, what's that relationship between Milton Teahjay and SINOE County. Go and count down. If Matthew Zarzar wins the race, I will be the happiest. I'm sure if I win the race, he will be the happiest. But two of us in the race, Duncan got no space. We will beat Duncan. He will not. Okay, medicine. Go to SINOE County. Now let me tell you this, before I close. Go up and count down. And this is where you know when Milton Teahjay, what's that relationship between Milton Teahjay and SINOE County. Go and count down. If Matthew Zarzar wins the race, I will be the happiest. I'm sure if I win the race, he will be the happiest. But two of us in the race, Duncan got no space. We will beat Duncan. He will not. Okay, medicine.
All right. So here Milton Teahjay is a campaign manager for Honorable Zarzar. He said we will beat Crayon Duncan. Okay. He said when Zarzar wins, I will be the happiest. The man used the superlative degree of happy, right? Happy, happier, and happiest. That a higher degree. He said when Zarzar wins, he will be the happiest. Okay. This man is a campaign manager for Zarzar. All right? He's a campaign manager. Listen to another one what he say again.
One regarding the process of awarding contracts. And that was a silver charge. That one, I was told that some of my head.
Man, get it.
The only one that I could not exonerate myself from was the one regarding the processes of awarding contracts.
All right. So man telling you something that he guilty for when you're talking to court. He's telling you that you are guilty for something. Okay? So he's not denying anything. He's guilty. He's guilty for bypassing the law just so he can steal. He said it. All right. Listen to him. Milton Teahjay told us that corruption part, he can't deny. Okay, so Milton Teahjay, the man for whom you will be happy when he wins. Why you will be happy? Why when he wins, you will be the happier? Let call Milton Teahjay thing and tell us why when Zarzar, the reason he told you, when Zarzar wins, he will be the happiest. Why? Let's listen to him.
Representative from constituency number 3 in SINOE, Honorable Zarzar. Before Zarzar became a representative, there was no high school outside of Greenville. And through his work, we have a high school in Juarzon. Am I hearing those? And I want to thank him for such a brilliant piece of work in our county. Wow. I also would like to report.
Okay, so that's why Milton Teahjay said when Zarzar wins, you will be the happiest man. All right, because the man built the first high school. After Crayon Duncan left for 133 years, they can't build high school. They can't even build community college. And Milton Teahjay did not tell us that it was true, Mr. Zarzar, then, that will have community college today in SINOE County. All right, now why the man will be happy? Listen to him again. What he saying?
Will be a composite of many things. Some of them will be good, some of them will be bad. Look among all the three of us. Honorable Mami Zarzar, our senior brother, he and I, we are coordinating how to keep our country out of the hands of our people. We are very sure that our country will not land in the hands of a liar. We are very sure that our country will not lay in the hands of somebody who cannot be trusted. We are making sure that we will not put the country in the hands of somebody who went on Ghana Street and printed a paper called degree when you're not even in college. We can't put that country in the hands of people like that.
So you heard it, man. You're going to be coordinating with Mr. Zarzar so they can take the bad people from SINOE County, including himself. All right? So, ladies and gentlemen, Milton Teahjay is clear to you, who's the next senator of SINOE County. He is celebrating already. He will be the happiest man. And he is the happiest man because Mr. Zarzar is about to replace him. So that our county will be in peace again. So that the people of SINOE County will be one family because they are one family. They are not different sections as Teahjay sees all the people. You know, they are one family. Mr. Zarzar does not see tribe and all those things. You know, that's why he's building telecommunication towers in the place and building schools and stuff like that, building different edifices in the county so that the people will have shelter. You know, I can go on and on, you know. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say thank you so much for joining us today on VOSD. Join us again next Monday at 11 a.m. so that we can talk SINOE County. That being said, I will end like this on VOSD, okay?
What is the difference between the ordinary thief and a political thief? Number one, the ordinary thief steals your money, your bag, your watch, and your jewelry, isn't it? But the political thief steals your future, your career, your education, your health, and your...
All right, so that's what Milton Teahjay has been doing for the past 9 years. Stole your future, stole your education, everything. He left everything. All right, the roads and everything was left like that. So this man is a political thief. And he said the next senator of SINOE County is Honorable Zarzar. Have a wonderful day. I'm out. Let me take Milton Teahjay from my screen. All right, so I will be the last man on the screen.